Today is Wednesday, June 4th. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. FDA Commissioner Marty Makary announced a full safety and efficacy review of the abortion pill mifepristone, citing 2023 data that linked it to serious complications in over 10% of users. The move follows increased political and public scrutiny, with concerns raised over potential underreporting of adverse effects. The review was confirmed in a letter shared by Senator Josh Hawley, who has pushed for greater regulatory oversight. The agency emphasized that the investigation will be science-based and transparent. Internal FBI documents reveal that a Biden-era investigation into so-called radical traditionalist Catholics was more extensive than previously acknowledged. Originally characterized as a single memo, the probe was circulated to over 1,000 FBI personnel and included references to Catholic organizations flagged as hate groups. Lawmakers, including Senator Chuck Grassley, have demanded further explanation about the operation's scope and rationale. Critics say the probe raises serious civil liberties concerns, while the FBI maintains it was targeting violent extremism and not religion. President Trump has warned California of potential legal consequences and federal fines after a transgender athlete won a girls' high school track championship. The Trump administration alleges the state's gender inclusion policy violates constitutional protections under the Equal Protection Clause. California officials defended the policy as compliant with state and federal law, emphasizing their commitment to inclusive sports programs. The incident has reignited national debate over fairness in women's sports and transgender athlete participation. President Trump publicly criticized Senator Rand Paul for opposing his latest domestic spending proposal, branding Paul's positions as obstructionist and crazy. The bill, dubbed the Big Beautiful Bill by Trump, includes major infrastructure and defense allocations. Paul, a staunch fiscal conservative, argues the bill would balloon the national debt and undermine conservative principles. The rift highlights ongoing divisions within the GOP over federal spending priorities and the direction of Trump's policy agenda. And then today we celebrate the feast day of St. Francis Caracciolo. He was canonized for his deep devotion to the Eucharist, his humble service to the sick and the poor, as well as his role in co-founding the Clerics Regular Minor, a religious order dedicated to reforming the priesthood and promoting perpetual adoration. He lived a life of intense prayer, of personal service, sacrifice, and often sleeping only a few hours and dedicating himself fully to God. His sanctity was recognized after his death in 1608, and he was canonized in 1807 by Pope Pius VII. St. Francis, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.